So day, what are we on? I'm just checking my diary. Day 29. What are we on then? I don't even know what day this is. They've all been merging into each other. This must be fascinating viewing for anyone that's torturing themselves. It's day 29. Um, I've missed a few days, and I've been kind of beating myself up about that. Um, but um, but it's really I've been when you blah, 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 blah. When you maybe you might watch someone who's decided to meditate for an hour every day and take an hour every day to write songs, and then you might think, well, how the bloody hell are they finding all the time to do that, and and the truth is, I've struggled with that because I've got three teenage sons, and one of them has left home, but he comes back pretty regularly, and the other two are here, and sometimes it's even with getting up really early to get started. Sometimes the days just melt away, and it's even though I understand that during the busy times that's the time when you need to meditate most, but it's really quite a difficult thing to juggle sometimes and find space for it. So anyway, I just wanted to acknowledge that. That's the reason why I've been missing the odd day. So I'm now in a place where I'm not going to be so hard on myself. I'm going to forgive myself for that, and I'll add those days on to the end. I think I've maybe missed maybe 4 or 5 max. Partly when I was across in Kansas, I missed a few days, and just yesterday I missed out. Anyway, so I'm going to try and stick rigidly with it, but I've got a tour in Italy coming up, and then back to Canada, I think, before the 100 days is up. So I'm just meditated for an hour just there. It's just lovely. It's so nice to get back into it. It's such a beautiful space to get to, and it's like I really, really miss it when I don't get to do it. And one of the things that came up in the meditation just now was a few days ago I had a dream about death. Or I had a dream that I died, and I put it out there on social media to ask what that means. And overwhelmingly, the feedback was that it means like a new beginning or a rebirth, or like the death of the old you. And straight away, I think I posted on one of the earlier videos, I went to this place of like congratulating myself, because obviously all this meditation is working, and it's making me a far superior human being to the human being that I was like 29 days ago. And so so it's like the ego is a devious little bugger, and he jumped in and he was like, yes, pat yourself on the back, you're doing amazingly well, you're fabulous. And which of course goes against the whole point of meditation. So that came up tonight. um, so what else? Just feeling really great, actually. It's just very, even though there's a lot of stuff that's going on personally at the moment that's just, at times it's a bit overwhelming to deal with. When I go to that meditative state, and then I think the important bit is being able to integrate that into your life, because you can meditate, and I think a lot of people try and change their state when they go into meditation, which means you can go to a peaceful place for a certain period of time. But for me anyway, the point is to integrate that into your everyday life. And I feel like I'm doing that. I mean, there's points where I get stressful, but I understand the separation between me and all those emotions and feelings that we try and grab onto as they float past us, and some of them are easier to grab onto than others, and harder to let go of than others. But it's a kind of fascinating journey, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm feeling really good. And I apologise that most of these videos are filled with me ranting on and on about complete nonsense and rubbish. So I hope that nobody expects that they're going to listen to me and actually learn anything. You know, like for me, I listen to Kyle Cease sometimes, and he did a similar 100-day challenge, and every single video you click on, you come away with this nugget of wisdom and think, wow, that's incredible. And I'm in no way trying to emulate that whatsoever. I'm just trying to document my own personal experience of what this journey's like. So and now I'm going to go and pour a bath. In the spirit of keeping things grounded and boring. So, what did I say? What day it was? I'm asking you as if I'm going to get a reaction. I think it's day 29, I think I said. Yes, day 29.